What is going on, guys? If you haven't already been following along, I am taking this 2005 78 passenger 37.5 foot flat nose school bus and creating a toy hauler out of it. I took the back half of the bus off of it, put down the floorboards, and I have been able to park my Jeep up on top of that back end. It is time to start prepping the entire exterior for paint. What color am I gonna make it? I'm gonna make you guys wait and see until I actually start painting it. All right, let's talk about this rear section that is not closed off. I did it the first time where I had this side underneath and this side over the back. It looked absolutely terrible. I redid it so I have now this sheet metal on the inside of both sides. These suck. Maybe if you have bigger hands, I do not have big hands. So grabbing onto this and trying to pull them tight absolutely is the worst. So I got this instead. It is a pneumatic pop rivet puller. This I got on Amazon for like 50 bucks. I will link this in the description below for you guys. But this, oh, definitely a lifesaver right there. It is now fully sealed up. It is metal to metal contact the entire way down. I'm gonna start sealing that up with some body filler and get that so it dries by tomorrow so that I can sand it nice and smooth and get it prepped and ready for paint. I know not everybody loves the B word, not the word you're thinking of, but Bondo. All I'm doing is covering up that gap. This one I got at Ace Hardware. It's basically the same thing, just cheaper than Bondo. And to be honest, I've never actually used Bondo before. Yep, that's pretty bad. I'm just gonna make this quick and easy. I'm just gonna go for it and do half of it at a time. That's gonna be a lot to have to try and do it 15 minutes. Half of it, make some more, do another half. That is looking a lot better. It does kind of look like garbage right now just because it's not smooth. Next thing I'm gonna do is let this thing dry for the next half hour. Probably sand it down a little bit and then put another coat on it so it'll be nice and smooth. I will say it is definitely an art and I am not artistic. It should be good enough now that I can come back with some sanding paper and just sand it nice and smooth. So it should be uniform all the way across as if it could have come from factory this way. I'm going to be using a metal scraper and this 1800 watt heater gun. I'm hoping that'll be enough to start pulling a lot of these off. Doing it just like this, I can kind of get up underneath there already, so hopefully just adding some heat is going to make it work a little bit faster. Okay, pulling the letters off wasn't too bad. They came off pretty easily. However, there is still pretty sticky residue on there, so that's got to come off here afterwards. In further preparations for paint for the bus, I need to start sanding the paint on the outside. First, I need to pressure wash it. This side isn't too bad because I did already spray it off a little while ago, just so it looked a little bit better in my driveway. This side, it is so dirty and so moldy. I'm doing this in the daytime, so for one, it'll dry by the time tonight where I can start sanding it, and two, the wife is awake, so if I fall off the top of the bus and hurt myself, she'll be awake to know, and probably laugh. All right, so now the sun has set, it is time to start sanding once again. All right, this is gonna be a lot of fun. I'm using 220 grit to basically just take the top coat off. So you can definitely see the difference of the two here. This is a lot duller of a yellow, whereas that is a lot shinier of yellow. You can see from the light differences here. So far I've gotten 2 half sections or third of the sections complete. So I just got to do all of the rest of the bus. So with the bus flipped around in my driveway and all sanded, it is ready to be washed. Now I need to give this a super duper good scrubbing because I know I missed some dirt spots here and there. I know there's some extra sanding material, paint, whatever you want to call it, dust all over the bus. So that means I need to scrub it down really, really good. I will start off on the roof and then work my way down the sides. It is pretty self-explanatory how you wash a vehicle. So with the roof all clean, all prepped, all ready, all I gotta do left is add some of this tape onto the top. This is butyl tape. It is like a rubberized sealant tape they use for a lot of different things. I'm gonna do that along every single one of the seams going across. With the roof all sealed up, it is time to start taping everything off. It is the hardest part, I think, of the entire thing, is taping everything you don't want painted. I luckily have a buddy with me helping out today. Keon, you've seen on the channel before, helping me out. And yeah, tape, tape, tape. The roof is gonna be gloss white. That's just what it's gonna be to reflect the heat back off of the bus. The other is going to be a gloss sand color. So this should be like kind of a tannish, sandy-ish color, khaki, somewhat reminiscent of like an old Land Cruiser with the white top and the sand khaki sides. I think this is gonna look absolutely awesome. For the roof, we're gonna be doing 4 of these, so a gallon of white gloss paint. And we're gonna thin it out so it spreads a little easier with some paint thinner here. I believe my math is correct. If we wanted to do like a 33% mixture, it'll be about 60 ounces of paint thinner versus the 128 ounces of this. Everything is ready. It is now time to finally paint. Starting off with the roof, we're going to use just that gloss white. I'm going to be on top using the roller back and forth. I think Keon's going to be down there with a paintbrush, hitting all the rails, and then afterwards come back and brush roll the sides. Brush roll, roll the sides. The white roof is complete. I'm going to do a little bit less paint thinner for the sand color for the side. Slightly thicker, a little bit less runny just because I'm going on the walls instead. I'm gonna mix it up, same thing as I did in the small bucket. I got 8 quarts or 2 gallons of it. I don't think I'm gonna need all that. I didn't even use the 1 gallon that I used for the white on top. I will say I did learn a lot doing the roof, so I'm gonna use those same techniques when I'm doing the body here. I know the first coat will not go all the way and cover it all the way up. Get it on there, cover it as best you can, and then move on and keep on going. Come back around and hit that second coat, and that's where it starts to really pop through. So with the first coat of paint, it is looking so good right now. I need to put on at least 1, if not 2 more. It is now 1 a.m. and I've been on it for about 12 hours now. So second coat, here we go. Guys, it is looking so good. I did throw a 3rd coat on there, let it sit for a little bit, and now it is time to take all of the tape off. So I'm gonna pull some of that off right now, and then I'm gonna show you guys the final product. All the tape is now off, and it is looking so good. It is definitely a lot lighter of a color than I was thinking. I thought it was gonna be a little bit darker, like a more tan color than this color, but I won't lie, I kinda dig it this color. But the question is, do I keep these rails black? Do I paint them the same color? Should I paint them a different color? What should I do? Regardless of the paint color, these definitely need to be painted anyway. So I need to paint off this yellow, paint off all the bare metal here, and make this look a little more uniform. Keep them black, paint them, which color? Regardless, I have to paint them, so let me know in the comments below exactly what color you guys think, and I will base it off of that. That did not work at all.